Patrick Mahomes.
I got a second, Vernon. We have an intruder on the field, which this is the last place I would go.
Some guy with a bra.
Yeah.
If you're going to run anywhere like that, I mean, the last place you'd go is buy a load of American footballers in helmets and shoulder pads.
Well, let's be honest. You run past the team who are angry, they're annoyed.
And now he's not being chased. He's running down the middle, the 40. Arms in the air in a victory salute. He's pulling down his pants. Put up your pants, my man. Pull up those pants. He's being chased to the 30. He breaks a tackle from a security guard. The 20, down the middle, the 10, the 5. He slides at the 1, and they converge on him at the goal line. Pull up your pants. Take off the bra and be a man. And the players with hands on hips at the other end of the field are looking at him and shaking their head and saying, why, oh, why is this taking place in a Super Bowl? Ready, now,
Hey! Oh, wow, yeah, thanks. Oh, man. Hey. Yeah, we're here. We're here live and in effect in the FuzzJockRadio realms of studios. This is Fuzzy, one of your hosts of the show that you're currently listening to, which is, of course, FuzzJockRadio. We have not one host, but count them 1, 2, 3,
9,
4. No,
Four?
not 5. 4. We're gonna stop at 4. We have 4 hosts tonight. The guests with the hosts with the most. Splinter is here.
Hey.
In effect.
I'm here.
In effect. Jameis is also in here in effect. And C-Dubs is also here in effect.
I'm in After
Rex
Effects.
is in effect.
Ooh, you got effect?
Fuzzy is here in effect as well.
Woo.
And we're going to have some SFX and some BFSX. No, that doesn't sound right.
I choose to be in Flanger because that's my favorite effect.
Ooh.
I want to play SSX.
SFX, FFX. We're going to have all the FXs, all of them in
No
this
effects.
episode. Sound effects.
MTHX surround sound.
It's going to be amazing, guys, because...
You know, from that intro, it sounded like we already had some triple X. Ooh.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, because the guy... I get it. Because the guy's pants came down. I get
He did a
it.
double.
Yeah.
Oh.
Be a man.
You know why we're going to have all the effects? Guys, you know why?
Yeah. Probably.
Why? Because tonight is the last episode.
Until the next one.
You're right. It's not the last episode. It is the last episode of season 3, as we would like to call the ultimate episode of season 3. This is the 3rd annual ultimate episode. Right?
It's wonderful.
Kind
to
of.
be-
Is that what is
It
that
is
correct?
the ultimate episode. Well, if you could say penultimate.
I mean, yes,
You say
last
ultimate?
week was the ultimate. Oh no, the no. What do you call it? Penultimate.
Penultimate? It didn't sound right when I said it.
The 3rd annual ultimate sound effects rich episode. Because I got the sound effects.
Baseball is fun
Like
again
that
in
one.
Minnesota.
I got that
Yeah,
one. And
I
I
like
got this
that
one.
one.
And I got this one. And I got this one.
What happened? What happened?
Trevor May, get the fuck out of here. You're not playing for the Twins anymore. I can say that now. And the audience is happy about it. So we
Here we go.
got that going for us tonight.
Good.
And it's the
Well, I'm
it's
sad
the,
it's
it's
the
the
end of the
last
season.
it's
I'm
the
happy we're
last
here.
fucking episode, guys. I can't believe it. Oh, I just can't
Look at
believe
us.
it.
Look at us.
I mean,
Look at that, guys.
we're gonna be back, right?
Yes, we will.
I
It's
mean,
in our contract.
I should say, you guys will be back, right? To open up the vault and let me out again, because
Well, hopefully we can actually let you out into the outdoors by then.
well, do you think we're gonna take a break that long? I don't think we're gonna take that long of a break for everybody to get vaccines by the time that we come back. Like if that's what we're gonna say is that we're not gonna come back until everybody gets a vaccine, it's going to be a very long time, C-dubs.
You'll get impatient
Good
for the
that that's
vaccine
not
in
the
that
parameters.
case.
My hair will be down to the hole in the back of my butt, and my fingernails will be very, very long. And I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. So, I don't know why I talked about my butthole, but it is the final episode. Get it all out tonight, guys. It's the last episode.
Okay.
This
Until
is the last.
April 12th.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna come back. We're gonna come back for baseball season.
Okay.
Yes.
But this
April
is the good downtime. Football season just ended.
Baseball is fun again.
When we can say that, huh?
Yeah.
Is that
yeah.
what you're saying? Okay. So let's start the episode, guys. So now that I'm past that, C-Dubs, how's your week? What's going on? What's happening? How you doing, bro?
Oh man, the last week's been crazy because we've been watching a bunch of cricket and other sport things called the Slooper Bowl or something. I don't know.
the
What it's called.
Slooper Bowl.
Slooper Bowl,
Mhm.
and I've been playing a lot of Fallout.
Nice. James, what's up? How you doing?
I think I heard about that Slooper Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a bit of that.
Did you playing
Maybe.
video
Maybe.
games?
Oh man, I always do that.
Yeah. But hanging out with your kid,
Yep, me and my kid
Yeah,
playing
yeah,
video games, living the life.
putting on your mask when you go outside your house, but you barely go
Yeah,
outside.
two of them.
You barely go outside your house though.
It's cold.
Yeah.
Two of them? You're dual masking now?
I've been dual mask. I was ahead of the curve on that one.
Yeah, he's been
nice.
dual
Like
mask.
you could look up the FuzzJock episode where I start talking about dual masking,
Mhm.
and it definitely predates any Who reports. So
Way ahead of Fauci.
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm serious.
I
Look
mean,
it up.
it makes sense.
Fauci listen to this
Double.
show.
You listen to the show.
I did it for the first time today at the grocery store. So I say I felt very comfortable.
Splinter.
Mhm.
So you've been double masking. What else have you been doing lately since the last time you've been a guest on a host a hest on the show? Yeah, hest, because we're all hests here. We're not ghosts and we're not hosts. We're all hests. There's
Ooh.
no hierarchy in FuzzJockRadio. You're not better than me because you're a guest, and I'm not better than you because I'm a host. We're on the same level.
Well, that's an honor. And I've just got out the other day, so we were on a little bit of a lockdown for daycare protocol. Little
Oh, boy.
girl came down with the pandemics, and so everybody had to go home and spend the next 12 days with their families. So we had a little bit of trouble working from home, but we survived it. We were back at daycare today, so
Good.
we're raring to go.
Good. I'm glad that everybody was able to be okay in your family, and yeah.
We got our tests.
And also, you can say COVID. You don't have to be worried. You can say the word COVID on this show, even though this is not a COVID podcast. If I want to remind everybody, this
The
is
history podcast.
not a COVID podcast. It's not a history podcast either, James.
It was once,
At one point, it was.
but that
Splinter, did you
was a
know that
long
this was
time
a
ago.
history podcast at one time?
Yeah, I did. I did know that.
Okay.
I wasn't aware of that.
It happens. Like things sometimes you don't know. You don't know what they are, you know? And I think I want to get into that
most
at
of the
some
time
point.
if you're me.
You know, superb owl thing happened. Tom Brady owns the Superb.
The big
Oh,
game.
he owns the record book of the Superb Owl, and that's how he won because he owns the
He
record
bought
book.
it.
So
he
yeah,
bought it.
So he wrote in the records.
On vinyl, the Owls.
So
Yeah.
Tom Brady, as of yesterday, has now won more Super Bowl wins, touchdowns, and yards than anybody else.
That's insane.
Isn't it?
And he has more Super Bowl wins than any team. Like more than the Steelers have ever. He has more wins than more than New England has. Like that's just insane that he is better than any franchise.
Well,
Most games played, which is 10. Most wins, 7. Most passing touchdowns in the career, 21. Most passing yards career, 3,039. Most passing yards game, 505. Oldest quarterback, 43. Most 300-yard passing games, 4. Most passes without an interception game, 48. Most pass completions career, 277. Most passes competed game, 43. What the stat that really, the one that really jumps out there for me is the most passes without an interception in the game, 48 times. Brady has twice thrown 48 passes without an interception in the Super Bowl.
he does make mistakes.
It's just insane. He owns
No mistakes in the big games.
That's where it counts. The big game is where it counts. And you can't
Who else has ever won 7 Super Bowls?
Who else has won
No
7
one.
Super Bowls? No one.
Yeah. Who else has won 5 Super Bowls?
I don't know, dude.
The Steelers and the Patriots.
Brady keeps adding to his own record with 3 more Super Bowl wins than Montana and Bradshaw. No quarterback has even played in more Super Bowls than Brady has won. Brady has more Super Bowl wins than all 32 NFL franchises.
And people don't even consider him the best quarterback, you know? Like during the regular season, it's like that, you know, they talk about, you know,
Aaron Rodgers,
Drew Brees,
Mr. MVP.
Aaron Rodgers is MVP, right? So how many better quarterbacks have come and gone since you know, Tom Brady's been winning the Super Bowl every couple of years.
You know, that's a good question because, like, okay, so is it him being an awesome quarterback and the best at what he does as a quarterback, or is it the team that he decides to put himself around that he makes better by being Brady, and also the team, aka the defense that he puts himself around, also makes the offense a lot better that he's on?
The defense definitely plays a lot in his success too, because early in their season when they were having problems, their defense was also having problems. Once that got shored up, Tom Brady just did what he does. He's a tactician, man. I mean he just takes people apart.
The defense, though, fucking killed it in last night's game, and the Bucs have had really good defensive games. And then if you look back at the Patriots, Bill Belichick has always been talked about having a great defense. Nobody ever talks about the offense. They always talk about Brady, but never really like the great offense that Brady gets to use is always the defense, Bill Belichick's defense. And I mean, I'm not taking away the GOAT status from Brady by any means, because he absolutely is the GOAT, especially since Jerry Rice just came out and saying that, you know, he can have the GOAT status. Because Jerry Rice
says it's cool.
If Jerry Rice says it's cool, then it's cool, which makes him the GOAT, right?
Can I say that I don't feel like the term GOAT has positive connotations? I know it's the acronym. Can we just say the greatest?
The greatest? You want to just say the greatest? You don't think GOAT?
Can we say that?
Well, we
I
can.
don't like GOAT.
You don't like GOAT?
I feel like GOAT is bad.
Yeah, it sounds like
you don't want to be the GOAT.
Yeah, you do. Greatest of all time.
You want to be Jericho.
But either way, we can the greatest Jerry Rice.
whatever you
said
want.
That Tom Brady is the greatest, And if one person's saying that so-and-so is the greatest, doesn't that make them the greatest because they're bestowing the greatest status onto somebody else? You can't bestow the greatest title onto somebody unless if you're the greatest, right?
Yeah.
Like you
Muhammad
can't just throw
Ali
it
is the
around.
greatest.
Muhammad Ali is the greatest.
They're all.
They're all the greatest. We're living amongst supermen, people. These are super people.
We live
My wife and my
Am I wrong?
yeah.
no.
Right now is like the best, like genetics and all the things that they got putting in the system,
Fine
like the creatines. It's insane.
Yeah.
Bang is making these people stronger.
Yeah.
Look at Sammy
don't-
Guevara.
My
Don't
wife
drink
is
it, though.
making me say Serena Williams is the greatest. Dude, sorry, go ahead, C-Dubs.
Yeah,
She
Yeah.
is.
yeah. Serena Williams is the greatest. She absolutely is.
There's a lot of the greatest.
So who wasn't the greatest? I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it. Usually I'm just, and it may be because I listen to the Overlords a little too much, but I'm like, oh man, the streaker. I don't really want to talk about the streaker a whole lot because like it was like, you know, like you're ruining the game, right? Like, or do you guys like the streaker? Like, should I like the streaker or should I not like the streaker? Because that
I think
happened.
he's a jackass.
That happened during the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And yeah, they arrested him, 31-year-old Floridian man. Of course, because trespassing, $500 bond, whatever. So is it cool or not cool? Should we talk
What do
about
you
it?
think about Kevin Harlan saying "be a man" because he had?
A brawn.
Ladies-
Yeah, that's
ladies
pretty
underpants.
loaded.
I thought
there,
that was
man.
pretty cringy.
Yeah.
I
Kind of wish
I
I
thought
cut
that
that out.
sounded a little weird when he said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the sound of an announcer who's not completely secure with his own sexuality, I'm sure. So, you know, there's plenty of people that can be a man and wear a bra.
You heard it here
It's
first.
fine.
Absolutely.
Heard it here first. Matthew Stafford, there was a trade. The Rams sent 2 first-round picks, a third-round pick, and Jared Goff to the Lions for the QB.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's so much.
So,
We can't get rid of Kirk Cousins.
and this isn't a rumor.
Goff has a bigger contract.
Remember when I was talking about how the Super Bowl is done now, and now you're gonna start having, or the regular season was done. Now you're gonna start having rumors of where people are gonna be going. This is not a rumor. This is actually true.
Confirmed and done.
And-
Signed, sealed, and delivered.
Yeah, the Vikings have a lot more to contend with.
I still can't believe they made this trade.
Yeah, well,
'Cause- I mean, I know they wanted to get rid of Goff's contract, but really that badly that you get rid of such a good player for? I mean, Matt Stafford's fine, but I think Goff's better. But that's just my opinion. He's also younger, has more left in the tank. But
He's
now
gonna
we're
play
gonna
for the
have to deal
Lions.
with him.
yeah, we'll have to deal with them.
Yep.
They're
Good
gonna
old
be a good team
Vikings,
now.
good old Zimmers better have a card up his sleeve. The defense should be a lot better next year, I would think, because you know, like all those corners and the secondary were all young. We're all young guys, a lot of rookies, and
Zimmer goes to the playoffs every other year. It's guaranteed.
yep,
Yeah.
absolutely,
We'll do it next year.
absolutely. So
Every
I
other
had
year,
one other
forever.
comment on the Super Bowl. Doesn't that Bucks coach Bruce Arians looks kind of like a Star Wars character, the way he wears his microphone pack and stuff, don't you think?
Yes, on the front of his body.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
With
looked
his- with
totally like he just needed. Actually, I kept calling him Bane Arians
oh, that's
because
Yeah.
of his
funny.
mask too.
Oh, that's funny
Yeah.
because I saw a meme with Andy Reid and his mask being pulled down like Grotto in Star Wars, like with the nose.
Yeah, Greedo.
Greedo, yeah.
No, the one, the
Oh,
Watto.
Watto. Yeah. I don't know
Watto.
Star Wars
They both have a
characters.
similar.
Yeah, Andy Reid, like his mask looked like that. So many Star Wars references in the
A lot of Star Wars going on.
Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
It's a sign.
Not Star Wars
Disney's
podcast,
all
though.
over the place, you know.
This is a
Not a
Tom
Star
Brady
Wars
podcast.
This is.
So at the end of the season, you know, I just gotta. Do I apologize? Is that the right word here? Let me just kind of bring this up here, because
Yeah.
and you guys tell me
Just-
how I should feel about this, because you know, like if it's something that I need to apologize about, I totally will apologize. You know what I mean? Because I've been giving the NFL a lot of shit about, you know, just going ahead with the season, not really putting any plans into effect for COVID and shit, and just being like, you know what? Maybe it doesn't really exist. They'll go with the state guidelines of not having fans, but it's due to the state. So that, you know, we see a lot of fucking fans in Florida games and other games have, and then they've been getting a lot of COVID cases, right? And had been having to shift a bunch of games to different parts of the. We had a Tuesday game. Remember
Tuesday Night Football.
Remember when we had
this
a
year.
Tuesday game, and I was so excited that I thought that they were actually going to be doing that, and like it was like a new thing, and getting rid of Thursday games and being like Tuesday afternoon. Why not? And then
Why not?
And then we realized it was just the pandemic. Like, we got to catalog this, guys, because people are going to be like, oh yeah, whatever. The fucking NFL got through it. And so I'm getting people, you know, excited. You know, we're giving them a lot of shit because they're just acting like nothing's happening. Well, the Wall Street Journal just came out with a thing saying that the NFL actually helped the CDC figure out that it's not just like the coronavirus gospel of within 6 feet or more than 15 minutes was not enough, and the NFL had data to prove it.
They had
Isn't
the
that
data.
awesome? They had the data because like they didn't care, and so they were putting their NFL players and staff at risk to catch the virus to find out that 6 feet and 15 minutes was not enough. You had to be further away from people actually. So do I apologize to the NFL and be like, oh, actually, you're helping us with data. Look at you. Pat on the
No.
back, right?
Maybe.
Criticize.
They provide a lot of concussion data too.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck.
There you go.
There you
Data,
go.
too.
That's
I mean,
perfect.
that's
When I saw that article, I'm just like, holy fuck. What the fuck? I can't believe they're trying to spin this. I mean, of course they're trying to spin it that way. You know what I mean? Because it's the NFL.
look at the good
But-
we've done. Oh boy.
Holy fuck. Fuck the NFL, dude. Like, oh.
Oh, for sure.
So you're
The-
not apologizing.
No, I'm not apologizing.
I'm
Not
sorry.
at all. I'm sorry. I asked you guys for the opinion and I didn't even wait for it. It's just
No.
It's just insane. It like and like when I was ranting there a little bit, like one of the things that absolutely is going to happen here in the future is that they're going to try to let us forget what happened during this season. They're not going to talk about Tuesday games anymore. They're not going to talk about changing schedules at all. In the upcoming seasons, you're not going to hear about it at all.
No,
They're going to try and
It was-
rewrite
it was a
history.
triumph.
100%. 100%. I don't know why they
boy.
went. But yeah, no, horrible, just horrible. And another thing that was really horrible too is that like the Kansas City Chiefs outside linebackers coach Britt Reed, the son of head coach Andy Reid, was involved in a car crash Thursday night that has left a 5-year-old child with life-threatening injuries, according to the team. So, okay, so Britt Reed, the KC's linebacker coach, was involved in
Outside linebackers.
was involved in a multi-car crash Thursday night. And the worst part about it is it sounded like he had alcohol in his breath.
He admitted to it.
He admitted to drinking, which is just what the fuck. Ugh.
And I believe he said he had taken some Adderall that evening as well.
The 5-year-old remains in critical condition as of Saturday afternoon.
Well, we hope the best for the 5-year-old and everyone involved, and that's just so tragic, especially when something like that can, be avoided.
It's insane.
Andy Reid has had some hard luck with his children getting into trouble.
It's addiction, dude.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah, you're absolutely right, Charles. Hopefully the 5-year-old is okay and can get out of this. And unfortunately, if they live through this is a traumatic event for the rest of their lives.
Okay.
And hopefully the Reed family helps that child throughout the rest of their life.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully this wakes up that motherfucker and shows himself that he has a fucking problem and that he needs help. Because who takes Adderall and drinks and goes behind the wheel? Somebody that has a problem.
Oh yeah, because the Adderall is going to dilute the effects that you think with the alcohol anyway. I mean, it's totally set up for disaster.
And not saying that
Like you'll think you're sober and
Yeah.
you are not at all.
he needs help. I don't know.
He blew his chance to go to the Super Bowl.
It just sucks. It just sucks. I really hope that everybody involved can be better in the future.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's all I can really say. Yeah, what a article to end NFL in. Do you guys have any other NFL stuff that's happy?
The season's over.
I know the season's over.
The actual greatest of all time is actually Bo Jackson. So
Yes.
Yeah, true.
For real though. For
This is
real.
the Bo Jackson podcast, and we
for
can
real.
verify that.
Yep,
For real.
true. So that means
Baseball is fun again in Minnesota.
guess what, guys?
It is. Yes, it is.
Guess who decided to wait? Like, I absolutely think that he waited for our ultimate episode. Nelson Cruz, designated hitter, and the Minnesota Twins are in agreement on a 1-year, $13 million contract.
Yeah, 1 year.
We got him.
The Twins
We
win.
got-
It's awesome, dudes. Like, we've been waiting. We've been waiting for this news, right? Like, what do you guys think? The Bomba Squad's back in action, right?
Box
It's
loaded.
happening.
Well, the most Bombaist Bomberman of all. He's basically Captain Bomberman.
He is Captain Bomberman.
He's Captain Bomberman.
He hit 303 with 16 home runs, 33 RBIs, and a career high OPS plus of 169 in the pandemic shortened season. 16 home runs in that shortened season.
Yep.
Yeah. Fucking
He's killing it still.
I'm glad he's back.
Yes.
yeah, me
Staying
too.
with us.
The Twins are going to be great this year. We got all these players like
We picked up Andrelton Simmons.
Yeah.
I'm excited about Andrelton Simmons because he could play up the middle
Yep.
as good as anybody ever has, basically.
Mm-hmm. There's much
Good
to look
things.
forward.
Yep.
And column A, we picked up a good closer this week as well. I saw a picture of him standing out on Target Field in 6 inches of snow. He was excited about it.
Nice. Yeah,
Welcome
I'm excited to see what our pitching club looks like this next year here. It'll be interesting.
I just wonder if Bomba Squad is going to be affected with MLB dejuicing the ball again.
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
heard about this?
Dude, I did see
Absolutely.
that.
Now,
And it's probably because of the Twins.
it's literally to fuck with the Twins. That's the
I feel
whole
like
reason
it is.
they've decided to do this. It is
Well,
the only thing I can think of.
more or less,
Well, they
this is
tried
going
to
to
kill us
cement
one
the.
time.
This is going to cement the record.
Yeah, that no
It
one
will.
can beat it, and it's us
Yeah.
forever.
Yep.
Yeah, but yeah, it sounds like they're at least telling us this time they're gonna dejuice the ball,
Yeah.
which they didn't do before.
That's dope.
I thought they never juiced it.
Well, that's the thing.
Well, yeah, right. They never juiced it.
Well, that's
Oh,
what
I think. There's comment about loosening and the tension of the winding, but also in the article it kind of stated a bit more consistency being used between different clubs and making sure that different organizations are treating their stock of baseballs the same way. Mentioned getting humidors and such. So
They really said it's probably only going to affect something like what was it, up to 5%.
yeah, and it'll probably be negligible in the
It's
long
probably
run.
not even that much. That's if it were to be at its absolute highest. So
Yeah, overall, but it'll screw the Twins more than that.
we'll be that percentage. That percentage will be
Yeah,
all
we'll be at
Twins.
8, and everybody else will be at 4.5.
Nelson Cruz doesn't care what kind of ball it is. It's going over the fence.
No, he'll smash.
Yeah.
Before Fuzzy can even sit down, Nelson Cruz will hit a home run.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what happens
That's all he
when
does.
I go to Twins games and all that. It makes me happy that they're at least announcing it. They're not and not keeping it hidden from us. I don't know.
Well,
It's
and
just
being more
it's just so
transparent
weird.
about trying to achieve more consistency or transparency, between the clubs is a great deal.
I think that they have to be. If they want to be if they want to fix my thoughts of who Major League Baseball is, which is, I believe, corrupt nowadays. Remember in the past episodes how we talked about this, right, guys? How they through all the history during our history episodes, we were talking about how throughout all history there's been tons of Major League Baseball blunders.
Oh yeah,
And
a lot of game fixing.
So they need to be transparent to change my mind, even though I love baseball. But so I think they've been listening to listening to the show and also paying attention to KBO and how they've been transparent about them changing the balls out and changing different rules. They've been very, very adamant about it. And by the way, I just want to update everybody on the KBO. Since this is the ultimate episode, might as well bring everything together. Heavy, just got to bring it together. As of October 31st, 2020, so this has been a while, LG Twins ended up being in 4th place. Remember that?
Yep.
Yep.
They made it to the playoffs and they lost to the Doosan Bears.
And then the update that I have is that they start their new schedule in March.
Yay!
Yep. The March 20th, the exhibition games start.
Oh, fabulous. We'll be watching that.
Yep.
KBO.
And then
it'll be nice to see some KBO again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well.
April 3rd is the beginning of the season. So we're coming back April 12th. Right? Yeah.
Yep.
So they'll be right in the start of their season. So we'll have that to look forward to in the fourth season. KBO. It's going to be great.
KBO.
We're only 10 days away from pitchers and catchers reporting to spring training.
That's true.
Here we come, spring training.
That's crazy.
Dude.
March is coming quick.
Mm-hmm.
It's always a good point in winter. It's 10 days until pitchers and catchers.
And you get the nice spring training right at the end of February, and you start feel like spring is on its way, even though it's still really cold in Minnesota.
So
We're in the middle of it right now.
We are.
Boy.
It's very cold.
I'm so sorry.
So
You know nothing of the cold, C-dubs. I mean, currently. Because you're not in the cold right now. It's not cold
Correct.
there, is it?
No.
Yeah, no, it's very cold here.
I'm
You're
wearing a
not cold there.
sweatshirt, though.
Yeah. Me too.
You know, I got this new high-efficiency furnace, and it's much colder in my basement now.
But efficiently cold.
That's why it's efficient.
Mhm.
Because it's not keeping my fucking basement warm.
Yeah.
Anyway,
did you guys hear
this
that?
is not an HVAC podcast.
No, it's not a history podcast either. Did you guys hear that the Dodgers signed Trevor Bauer?
That's
Yeah.
wild.
I did.
The Twins did not.
They should have. Yeah.
I wish the Twins could have gone for him, but I mean, it's another story again of the Dodgers winning when everyone else tries.
They
But the
usually
Mets-
win these, yes.
Yeah, the Mets thought they had him locked up. They even like in the clubhouse were like, "All right, all he has to do is sign the paperwork." And the Dodgers, I guess, during that time, got super aggressive and totally he picked home.
Classic Mets.
Classic Mets, swing and a miss.
We got him.
We
Let's
got him.
celebrate.
Good news, everyone!
We got him.
No, we don't. Oh well.
That doesn't
you're
make
the
sense.
Dodgers.
Dude, the Dodgers are gonna probably win the World Series again.
No,
or,
they can't.
Or
I don't-
they're
no.
gonna lose to the Twins next year.
Yep.
In the World
Yep.
Series. Yeah,
now
that's
they will
what's
lose to the Twins
This time.
this time. Gadget.
So the National League Cy Young Award winner snubs the Mets, and picks hometown Los Angeles.
It's from North
Crazy.
Hollywood,
Really?
Yep.
You know him?
where I used to live. Yeah,
Oh, you met him. I see how it is.
Yeah.
I see how it is.
used to be my neighbor.
Yeah. Name the.
So there was one last thing, and
Well, a couple last things.
okay, go ahead.
There's
Jim.
there's a couple losses in baseball history world. The one being the ESPN reporter Pedro Gomez. Right? Yeah.
Sad.
Unexpectedly, actually, at
Okay,
a young
so-
age. So
yeah.
that's
Pedro Gomez, who was based in Phoenix, covered baseball for the Sports Center, Baseball Tonight, and other ESPN studio shows. He covered more than 25 World Series and more than 20 All-Star games in his 35 years of being 35-year career. And like James was saying,
that is wild. The Twins family had a loss too this week.
as James was saying, Pedro Gomez died unexpectedly Sunday at 58. And
Also our Twins family did have a loss with old third base coach Wayne Terwilliger.
Right.
Rest in peace.
You remember that guy?
Yep. He was around the clubhouse for a long time.
Yeah.
Also, former pro wrestling great Butch Reed passed away this week.
Oh man. Oh, so
Who brought these stories?
yeah, well, there's stories that we need. I feel that we need to talk about. I didn't bring these stories. The stories came to us.
Well, it's good to have these people's names out there. Too.
Yeah.
Mhm.
At the same time, can we, in season 4, can we not end segments on sad notes, because this is really bumming me out.
We will.
We can maybe
we will
put
have-
the
Segues
sad
are really
stuff
hard.
in the middle of the segment, or
We could have a segment for people that we've lost.
Oh, we could do that.
We
too.
just
There
set
you go.
aside a
But
segment for
In
memorial.
memoriam.
But we want to
In
make
memoriam.
sure not to play it like like
We'll never force it.
we don't want to play it after Fuzzy Memories. We don't want to play it before Fuzzy Memories either, because we don't want to end the show on a sad note. So we'll put our memorial
So we'll just start with
segment
that,
in the very beginning, but then that really brings down then people will be like, "What the heck are you guys doing?" This is a
What if
really
we
sad
take
Maybe
podcast.
if
And
there
we'll
was
be
an
"This is a-"
intermission, you could do it like the end of the intermission or in the middle of the intermission.
Oh.
But I don't think it doesn't warrant adding.
Update.
Oh, guys, we have a Carl Anthony Towns update coming. Oh shit! Gotta remember to not keep on playing that. Carl Anthony Towns was upgraded from out to doubtful by the Timberwolves.
Yay, doubtful.
I don't think that sounds like an upgrade.
It is. He didn't play tonight, but he was doubtful instead of just straight up being out.
Okay.
I don't know if they were trying to use that as a ploy to try to psych out the other team, because they got to do something here soon. Because they are now 6-7. No, actually, 6-18.
Oh. All right.
As of tonight.
They're pretty much the worst.
No. The Detroit Pistons are still 5-18. They have one. They're the worst. Oh, and the Wizards are 5-15. Who knows what happened after tonight's game? But yeah, he has missed now 12 games since because of his COVID sideline. And then before that, he was out because of his wrist, because he fell on his wrist really hard. And
yeah,
I mean, and before that, this motherfucker dealt with fucking family members from dying. Like, I can't believe that anybody's even asking this dude to fucking play. Maybe that's what... I mean, I'm not saying that. I know he wants to play, but, holy fuck.
Yeah.
He needs to play. I feel that's, all he can do right now.
And the life is just not letting him.
No.
And
terrible.
It sucks. I fucking feel for Carl, man. And what's really awesome, at least his love life is going well. His girlfriend seems like one of the best people in the world for him. So at least he has somebody there for him.
Yeah.
Well, along with all the FuzzJockers and all of us here at FuzzJockRadio, because
yes,
we got his back. I mean,
we got it, our boy.
And motherfucker, dude, if you're listening and you need to take 20 games, take 20 games. I don't care.
Yeah.
Get yourself right. We'll win
the rest of them.
We'll win. We'll win.
Or not.
Or not.
But
it doesn't matter.
Or not.
For Carl Anthony Towns to be a person that's alive and well, and
that's the important thing.
That's the important thing.
Yes.
As long as he's okay.
As long as he's okay, that's all that matters to me. It's all that matters to us, is that he's mentally okay, physically okay, not sick, not dead, nothing. Just, you're okay, Anthony. I love you. Carl Anthony Towns. He's a good guy.
We do.
The pandemic, of course, is not stopping the
Are they going to do an All-Star game?
Yeah, they're doing the.
Are they going to do an All-Star game?
They are doing the All-Star game. It's awesome. The proceeds are going to charities and different places. Remember, we talked about that last week.
Yeah.
Take place in Atlanta, March 3rd.
March.
So
March weather.
Just
Rosie
smart.
That's so soon.
Yeah.
But I guess the way that they're breaking up the season, that's probably how it works best. So.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. I really like how
they normally do it. I guess it's I
really like how they're breaking up the season. It's fucking neat. I think it's neat. Why not? Take a break.
We break up our seasons.
Let's just take a break for a little bit. But they're different seasons. It's not one season, James. This is like three This is like 3 breaks in one season. We're doing 3 seasons.
Yeah, well, maybe you
Not
just
4
call them
seasons,
all
though.
like breaks of a season.
We're not going to 4 seasons though, guys.
Yeah. So like
That's the wrong place to go.
next year is the actual 3rd season.
Oh, I get what
If
you're
you think
saying.
about it.
Oh,
Yes.
boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's like a half.
Oh, wrong button.
Yeah, see, they love it.
Okay, as of right now, the 76ers are on top, 17-7, Bucks 15-8, Nets 14-11. And then we got the Jazz 19-5, Lakers 18-6, Clippers 17-8. I am looking, where are the Knicks? Where are these Knicks? I don't see
No
the
one
Knicks
likes
on
them.
here. Did I do it
Knicks,
again?
they're 11 and
11 and
14.
14. The reason why
yeah,
I'm bringing up the Knicks is because you guys hear the big news about the Knicks? They got
What happened?
They got Derrick Rose.
The Derrick Rose?
Yeah.
Oh.
The Derrick Rose.
Yeah. So they're getting the team back together with Tom Thibodeau and Derrick Rose, and Jimmy Butler noticed that, and
Maybe he'll get traded.
They might be fucking shaking things up. They might be shaking things up a little bit here. The Knicks might be changing pace. 11-14. We'll see after the break.
Yeah.
As of
Is that it for NBA?
I think so, yeah.
Because this is probably a good point in time to actually make the correction on who the GOAT of the sports world is.
The greatest?
It's not
the greatest
actually Tom Brady,
Who?
but it's
no.
Trump.
What?
Ooh.
What the
Judd
why-
Trump, the snooker player.
I was
The
gonna say
snooker
why are
player.
you bringing up that 4-letter word in this place? But it's not the 4-letter word. It's Judd, Mr. JT.
Yeah.
Let's
Good
call
old
Judd
JT.
Trump.
World number 1.
Let's call him JT from now on.
Mr. JT.
Yeah, Mr. JT. What happened
JT.
with Mr. JT in the snooker world there, JMS?
He has equaled Stephen Hendry's 775 century breaks to move joint 3rd in snooker's all-time list of century breaks, bringing up over 100 points during his championship league snooker tie with Jack Lazowski.
Wow.
And Mike Wazowski.
How did that turn out?
He won.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like he
So
does.
he's basically, like, I said he equaled that guy, but he's basically better than him now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
He's like the Bo Jackson of the snooker world.
Whenever people tie from now on, I'm going to say they're joint. I got joint second.
Joint second. Love it. Snooker updates, man. We need more of these.
Trump was unable to surpass Hendry's mark on Monday evening, losing 3-1 to Kyron Wilson shortly after his early defeat. Lewinsky got a measure of revenge for his German Masters and World Grand Prix final defeats to Trump, twice coming from behind to force a decider before taking the round-robin fixture, a.k.a. Eurosport. Wow. He's something else. He's something else.
Really great.
The greatest.
The greatest, if you will.
Of all time.
Well, that's your snooker update. Sound effect.
It's just kind of mind-blowing.
My friends call me Tricky Ricky. El niño no know, el niño mopa.
When it comes to drug testing, you know, we can all beat cocaine. We can all beat cocaine drug testing. You have to stay away from it for 3 days or so. We can beat that, right? But for weed, we got 45 days.
Yeah.
We gotta wait 45 days in our system. And I think it stays in our system because it belongs. The weed comes out, cocaine comes out because it doesn't belong there. Our body's trying to get rid of it.
Totally.
The NHL has postponed. Oh, still going.
Well, that was some weird shit.
The NFL has postponed two Minnesota Wild games, postponed two more, I should say, Minnesota Wild games because of COVID-19 concerns. Minnesota's originally scheduled games against St. Louis Blues on Thursday and against the Los Angeles Kings on Saturday. And this two more games adds to the 5 that they already had.
Total of 7 games.
7 games.
In like barely a week.
It's not great.
No.
How they fitting in so many games?
No, not great at all. You know, at this moment in time, guys, there are some countries that are starting to have celebrations again. And a bunch of people and their prime ministers hanging out in these celebrations with a bunch of people not worried about getting COVID at all.
Yeah,
they should be.
Because they beat it. They beat it.
They didn't beat it. It'll be back. We'll bring it back.
Oh man.
Oh boy. That'll be our legacy.
Ugh.
bringing it back to those countries.
So,
well, good luck, guys.
Yeah, NHL, you were once the example, one of the shining examples. Now you're just like everyone else.
That's sad.
Yep,
sad.
It is.
1,000 points of light.
So that's going to be interesting. The only shining light in any of this is the women's NBA, WNBA. They've been donating time and money to causes and effects, and making sure that everybody is knowing about the social distancing, and throughout this entire 2020 2021 year, like they've been the shining light of all of this. Would you guys agree?
Yes, they've been a great example throughout this entire, no matter what the year has thrown at them, they have managed to pull through with flying colors.
So what I'm really interested in is that during our break, preparing for season 4, they possibly will be coming back, and how are they going to do it? Are they going to lead by example like they have been?
Right.
I would expect them to. I mean, nobody's following them, of course, because people are fucking stupid and not listening to their women.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings us up to foreshadowing for the future of our episode tonight. But these ladies are smart, and they're doing the right thing across all boards, right? I really hope that they do whatever they need to do, and it being the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know what the right thing to do is, because I want them to say to just totally
figure it out,
totally cancel their season, but I know that that's not ever going to be in the ballpark of things, right?
It's probably delaying the season.
At least delaying the season, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see. And
baseball might be delayed too.
We'll see. And it'll be a really
that's all we can say nowadays.
I'm really looking forward to season 4 to see what we have we get to come back to, like the what you guys will teach me when coming out of the vault, because it's weird, isn't it?
Dude,
I mean,
just take some VR tours.
Carol Baskins is on our side about things. So
whoever she is.
Is that all the NHL news that we have? Is just sad news? Yeah, pretty much.
That segment's over when you get to the sad story.
Yeah, true. Oh, we hit the sad part.
That's
it's
right.
over.
Man, I there was a reason why we brought you here. You're living up to it. As we all know now, I am now a brand new cricket fan, And
super fan.
They just the ICC just which is the International Cricket Committee voted their player of the month for January 2021, and it was
two people,
one a male and one a female.
Mm-hmm.
And their names were
Rashab Pant and Shabneem Ismail.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah, I didn't want to butcher
I know
that.
Fuzzy hates pronouncing names. So.
I am now not pronouncing names because I butcher names and I just can't. No matter how much I research it and look at those things where they have the how to sound them out,
the phonetic spelling.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. So yeah, from here on out, as of season 4, C-Dubs will always pronounce people's names. I'll bring it up and then he'll say
all of them.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
And boy, this is gonna really slow things down.
Yeah, probably.
Well, season 4, we're gonna take it easy.
Yeah,
take it easy.
We can edit.
Yeah,
take it easy.
Fans, I just want to mention though at the same time, if you are a cricket fan, you can vote every month for your favorite male and female cricketers across all formats of international cricket as part of the ICC Player of the Month initiative by registering on the website www.icc-cricket.com.
And vote for Rashab Pant.
No,
Pant,
Joe Root.
Someone else.
Dude,
He already won.
Pant is awesome. I remember Pant. I remember watching Pant.
Mm-hmm.
Pant's really good. The bowler,
Joe
right?
Root. Yes, he bowls well.
Pant's a good bowler.
Mm-hmm.
We have an update on the England India game. In the first, England got 578. And India got 337. And then in the second inning, England got 178. And then as of right now, as what I see right now, it looks like it is their target is 420, which is a neat number. If you all know, that is sometimes Easter. When Easter lands on April 20th. India needed 374 runs in 89.3 overs to win. Test 1 of 4, day 5, session 1.
Since we've
that
actually
one's going to go on a while.
Since we started this broadcast, they've actually gotten 4 wickets.
Wow!
Ooh!
Since we've started this show,
which
is amazing.
They, as in England, because
England has, yes.
India's up.
It changed the probability too, as you can see in our notes. It was 36% for England.
Yeah.
It's now 83% that they will win.
Wow.
That's how much it's changed in the hour.
Wow. You got getting those wickets. That's the
key.
Surest way to victory.
Made it all the way to day 5 though.
Mm-hmm.
Test 1 of 4.
This is 4 tests. They will do 4 of these. 4 5-day tests.
Yeah. That's
beautiful. I love it.
That's a long time. That's marathoning.
That's great.
That's marathoning, but I mean, it's got to be fun to watch.
Oh, it's great. It's so much fun.
A lot of drinking.
So we got some really big AEW news coming up.
Oh yeah, big wrestling news in general.
Dude. The wrestling world's going off, dude.
Yeah, it's insane what's happening right now. We'll start with Impact with the Good Brothers versus the Good Brothers of the Impact Tag Team Champions, and they will be fighting against Private Party, who is the AEW tag team who has invaded Impact with Matt Hardy. They will be fighting for the Impact tag belts at No Surrender February 13th, which is just crazy that we're having a crossover
title match.
Tag team belt. This is awesome. This is so cool. I mean,
Impact.
This is on Impact, so this is really neat. There'll also be Tommy Dreamer will be going against their champion that night too, so that'll be interesting. But I'll probably watch that after my anniversary dinner.
Ooh. Happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you.
Congratulations.
So when is that? That's coming up.
Gonna do it one more time.
Our regular anniversary is the 13th, and then our wedding anniversary will be whenever in April. Whenever we decide to actually hold the real wedding. But so anyway, like we were saying, with all this invasion stuff, we've been talking a lot about NWA being in AEW or Impact crossing over with AEW. Now there's another company who's getting involved in all of this with New Japan.
Holy shit. That's right.
You called it.
New Japan's Kenta invaded AEW and attacked Jon Moxley at Beach Break. Did you guys see that?
I saw it. He had a special T-shirt on just for the occasion. It was amazing.
So during Impact, okay, so Tony Khan has been buying, or supposedly rabbit ears buying ads on Impact to promote AEW Dynamite.
Yeah.
And he comes in and he's like all like cocky. He's like, AEW's the best. I'm here. Whatever. I do all these things. And the last one that he did on Impact was he just slipped in out of nowhere. If I wasn't the best, would I allow Jon Moxley to go to New Japan and fight for the title? If I wasn't the best, would I not allow that? And I'm like, what? He just said that Jon Moxley is going to go to New Japan and fight. Crazy. And he announced that on TNT or on Impact.
Yeah.
Which is insane. He didn't announce. He didn't even announce it on his own product. He announced it on somebody else's product that his main player is going to a different company that's not even Impact.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
he holds the belt.
It's insane. It's awesome. And then so then Kenta showed up at AEW's Beach Break. It was just it's
brilliant. It's great. They've kept it mum. They've let us all we thought this was happening, but there's been no we all know the contract's been signed, the forbidden door is open. While it might be open, we still don't know any extent of to how long, what it is, when it started.
This is
because even when Kenny wore that Bullet Club shirt at the Impact pay-per-view the other night, he wasn't supposed to do that. He did not get permission to do that. So they didn't have their working relationship as of less than a month ago. That's how new this is.
It's crazy.
The invasion angle. Bullet Club International.
It's fucking dope. And I really hope that he's able to collect as many belts as he can. I want to see that belt cape. I want to see the cape.
That'd be sweet.
I feel really bad for Adam Cole. Adam Cole's awesome.
Why do you feel bad for Adam Cole?
Because he was in the Bullet Club and he's stuck in WWE's prison.
Oh, well, maybe that'll be the end.
Neither were Finn Balor.
Maybe that will be the end. Maybe that will be the end. They'll sneak him into WWE matches. They'll sneak him in, and Vince won't even know because he won't be there. He'll
never gonna happen.
He'll be sleeping in his silver laid bed or whatever you call it.
He sleeps in a bariatric chamber.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Silver laden bed. So yeah, that's just really
purple
neat.
Mattress,
It's beyond, the Jetsons and the Flintstones crossovers. It's beyond the Simpsons and South Park's crossovers. It's like all of them together. Yeah, Simpsons and South Park. I told you that.
It's just like peanut butter and chocolate.
It's more than that.
This is like peanut butter and chocolate and Karen. This is like the Take 5, man. You ever had a Take 5? That's great.
It's more than that. It's more than that.
What has four? No, it's four things. What has four things?
It's got Skittles in it too. It's got Skittles in it too.
Snickers.
and with Skittles, and your favorite pop.
I'm hungry.
It's all the shit. It's all the shit, dude. It's fucking great.
Everything.
So yeah,
there's so much to look forward to. I mean, we've got
Kenny
Beyond
Omega,
Dynamite.
and I mean, Lance Archer was from New Japan at one point.
Yep.
So we got Kenny Omega and Kenta versus John Moxley and Lance Archer. TNT Championships. Darby Allin versus Joey Janela. Jericho.
Jelly Janela.
Yeah, see, I don't pronounce names. Chris Jericho and MJF versus the Acclaimed. Cody Rhodes.
The Acclaimed are showing up on Dynamite. That's big.
Dude, that is big. Yeah.
I like the Acclaimed. They're fun. They're fun
Me
assholes. There's also Cody Rhodes and Lee Johnson versus Peter Avalon and Cesar Bononi, which will be great to see more Peter Avalon on Dynamite.
Peter Avalon is again on Dynamite.
I can't believe it. It's amazing.
Yeah, they're
doing it right,
Fantastic.
Man. They're bringing them up.
And then, yep. And also this month, there's a women's tournament that's going to have Japanese fighters against American fighters going across to see who gets to fight Shida at the end. And there's a huge list of people here. I don't know if you want me to go over the whole thing, but the important thing is,
I do want to mention one of them, Maki Ito, has a big following online. There was some buzz on Reddit about her because like she got her 100,000 followers or whatever the other day, and she's like, "Fuck all you simps," basically. So that's like she flicks everybody off. That's her shtick, and she's awesome. So
That's awesome.
I'm looking forward to seeing Maki Ito.
So that's AEW Revolution on March 7th. Is that when that's happening?
So that's actually the tournament. They don't know when or how it's going down, but it's going to be this month somehow.
Oh,
and
cool.
then probably the title match will be at Revolution, I would guess.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So,
have you guys noticed how much they've been starting to push Jungle Boy?
Yes. So I wanted to talk about the match last week with Dax.
Yeah.
Unusual to see Dax in a singles match. He came out.
Dax from FTR,
I love FTRs. Yep. So Dax Harwood came out and put on a hell of a match with Jungle Boy. Apparently, he put the whole thing together and brought it to Tony Khan because he thought Jungle Boy could do it.
Oh,
he's good at writing up matches. So he's like, "We'll do this thing."
Cool.
You'll put me. I just watched the highlights because I don't get to watch anything live anymore because I have a young family.
Yeah, you got
we were on quarantine.
You got a cool ass family, man. You guys beat quarantine this time around, and it's awesome.
We did.
Yeah, and you guys are close, and you're awesome, and
we're still COVID free.
Your girls love you, and you love them, dude. You got 3 ladies in your life. It's amazing.
Yep, I show them too much wrestling. The way it is.
Have you seen that clip?
They'll be doing coffin drops soon enough.
Yeah.
So
there was this clip that I came across that a dad was watching Darby Allin do coffin drops from like the top of ropes, and there's like a video cam of him watching the kids. It's like a nanny cam or whatever, and you see he's watching the TV, and you see his little kid that's like just a toddler that's just learning how to walk crawl up on top of the couch cushion and then fall backwards on his back. And he's like, "Holy shit! Oh my god!" But the caption was, "I need to stop showing my kids wrestling moves."
Dangerous.
Yeah, very dangerous.
And fun.
And fun.
And fun.
Along with Jungle Boy getting a push, he's got his own action figure coming out soon, so that's kind of exciting for him as well. I really like the amount of effort and faith they're putting in to Jungle Boy. I love it.
That's cool
like
that
him.
Dax decided to. Dax is the one that wanted to bring that to Tony Khan.
To put him over, yeah.
Because I remember.
Yeah, I think it's fun that JR does everything he can to avoid calling him boy.
Oh, seriously?
From Jungle Jack Perry. He hates saying boy.
Really?
You can't do it.
Really? I never knew that. Never knew that.
I'm gonna pay attention to that now.
Yeah, that's just really neat because, like I've said before too, and I don't want to go away from Jungle Boy too quick, because I think he deserves it. He just seems to be a very humble and, put together person. For such a young person that has lost his father at a young age like he did, it seems like he's got some good genes in him. You know what I mean? He's got some goodness about him, and he deserves the best. God, I really hope that he brings David Arquette to AEW. I really hope so.
Oh, that'd be dope.
So cool.
Splinter. You know that movie, David Arquette? You can't kill David Arquette. Fucking, I watched
Ready
it.
to Rumble?
Yeah, no,
that
not Ready to Rumble. The one after, the one that just recently came out in 2019.
The new one, yes.
The new one. It's awesome. David Arquette is a wrestler. He's not a celebrity that wants to wrestle. He's a wrestler. He's absolutely a wrestler.
I know. I've seen it.
Oh man,
he's crazy.
He gets his neck chopped off almost, dude. Like in a backyard wrestling match. Like he bleeds all over the place. It's insane. And he
lost his damn mind.
Trains with Pretty Peter Avalon.
There you go.
And he goes. Before AEW happened, he was going to backyard wrestling matches with Jungle Boy and Jurassic Express.
There you go.
Because David Arquette's best friend was Luke Perry, who is Jungle Boy's father.
Full circle.
It's insane.
It's crazy.
And at the end of the movie, just to tell you spoilers, Jungle Boy's like, he's family. He should be part of this stuff. And so I really hope that he brings in David Arquette, his famous uncle.
He's got
I'm telling
he's
you.
the world champion.
He is the world champion.
He is. The way they should intro him when he comes in is he should walk out like Luchasaurus does, but with Marco Stunt on his shoulders doing the Jungle Boy thing. So they come out from the left and the right tunnels, and they're both doing the Jungle Boy entrance. I think that's how they got to do it.
They could be dope.
That's it.
I think that'd be awesome.
That'd be great.
I'm all for it.
Revolution is going to be coming up while we're gone, so we're actually going to miss the next AEW pay-per-view.
They got some really awesome matches coming up. The Young Bucks with versus the Inner Circle, and Team Taz versus Darby Allin and Sting in a street fight.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
That's the only two they have announced. So yeah, there's going to be a lot more announced over the next month. I'm very excited to see what they could have. I mean, like, who do you think, Splinter, who do you think they would have Kenny fight for the title?
Oh, gosh, that's really hard. Maybe.
Because I'm thinking they're saving the Impact champion fighting the AEW champion for possibly an AEW pay-per-view. It might not be for a championship, but them champion on champion one-on-one, I think they might do for that instead of have it being a championship match.
Would you bring in David Arquette to fight Kenny Omega?
I would not.
I would not.
Best bout machine.
I do feel like it's going to be somebody from outside the organization. That's what I'll say.
Me too.
Yeah.
That's really hard, though.
Yeah.
Are they going to beat him?
Because I feel like he's fought everybody already that they've made a legitimate title contender right now.
Who is his golden lover? Is he part of New Japan? Was that a New Japan wrestler?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Kota Ibushi. Ibushi is his name.
Say his name.
Kota Ibushi. Kota.
He is going to fight for it, and he's going to kick out of the one-winged angel, and he is going to win it.
And then they're going to get back together, and then they're going to dominate tag teams across the three. Yeah, this what's going to happen, and then they're going to. I wish they could. I wish the WWE would be in on this.
Right?
I
would
think,
be awesome.
they could, but Kenny would win here, and he would lose it in Japan.
Yeah,
at Wrestle Kingdom.
There you go.
And they should unite the belts. Really, is what they should do. They should have one true world title belt between the independents.
One belt to rule them all.
And that would be that'd be cool. It'd be because then it would be a worldwide thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
actual world champion.
Like the Olympics do.
Yes.
I don't even want to bring up the story.
Or don't.
Yeah, don't. Let's just talk about how we can't wait for the Olympics to happen. Go Olympics.
Yeah.
Go Olympics.
Yeah. The Olympics might happen. We'll see.
We'll see.
Maybe not.
We need to get over this pandemic.
I wouldn't
either. But, we're the crazy ones over here. Right?
I'm very crazy after this pandemic.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you heard that sound. You know what that means?
Yeah,
That means...
With the first pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Anthony Edwards from the University of Georgia.
Fuzzy memory trivia, guys. Last time, Splinter won. Remember the last time that Splinter was on the show? And he just kicked everybody's asses, and he just won everything.
I rolled back in my head. I don't know what happened.
Do you still have that plant that we sent you? That carnation, that for winning.
Yeah.
I have all the winning jewels around me.
Okay.
So
Splinter. Scores haven't changed a whole lot since we were on here last. I think you still have more points than everybody else. No, actually, you got 4 points. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm. He has 4.
Yeah, Splinter has 4.
I did have 4.
Yep. C-Dubs is at 6, and James is at 5.
Yeah.
Correct.
So
yeah, we got you now, buddy.
For the whole season?
Yeah.
This is for the whole season.
It took us all season to catch up to your score.
All right.
Okay, so we'll start it off. This will be a round robin. Okay, guys. I'll start off. We'll start off in the bottom corner, which is C-Dubs. Go up to J-Mez. No, we'll start with the last. We'll start with Splinter. How about that?
Okay.
How many Splinter? How many yards did Tiki Barber rush for in Super Bowl XXXV?
Tiki Barber. 77.
Incorrect. James.
It was 28.
Incorrect. C-Dubs.
56.
Incorrect. 49. That was 49. Oh. Okay, so
it's really hard.
Splinter. What beach volleyball athlete did Carrie Walsh marry in 2005?
Everett.
Incorrect. James.
Thompson.
Incorrect. C-Dubs.
Terry.
Casey Jennings.
Oh, yeah. I knew that guy.
Jennings.
Splinter. What year was the first golf game televised?
Boy, that's early. I'm going to say 1952.
Incorrect. James.
1961.
Incorrect. C-Dubs.
1967.
Incorrect. 1953. You were close.
These are easy. Ask us hard questions.
Yeah, for real, dude.
Splinter, who was English football's first £1 million player?
David Beckham.
Incorrect. James.
Trot.
Incorrect. C-Dubs.
Messi.
Incorrect. Trevor Francis.
That's what I was trying to say.
Never heard of him.
Nope.
Really?
Who?
I'm the only one.
All right.
Okay. Here, we'll find an easy one, guys. Sorry.
Don't.
Who is the athlete who was banned for life from the Olympics in 2004? Splinter.
Lance Armstrong.
Incorrect. James.
Tanya Harding.
Incorrect. C-Dubs.
Sean White.
Incorrect. Dwayne Chambers.
Oh.
These are too easy.
It's for real, dude.
Who was the second pick overall in the 2017 NFL draft? Splinter.
Keyshawn Johnson.
James.
Patrick Mahomes.
C-Dubs.
TJ Watt.
Nope. Mitchell Trubisky.
Oh,
Trubisky? Oh, he was the second pick? My God.
And that ends Fuzzy Memory Trivia.
I was so close. I said 1952. It was 53. You can't give me a point for that?
Nope.
Yeah, we will. we will give you a point for that. We'll give you a point for that for sure. Anything else?
It doesn't make it.
Splinter? Anything else you want to say?
No.
Are you sure?
No, just 1 point.
Are you sure?
No.
Well, you being a guest, you get another point too. So you're a guest.
I don't want that point.
Okay. So we ended the season with a high score of 6, with C-Dubs 6, James 5, and Splinter 4. Well, I'll give him that 1 point. So 5. Tied 5, James 5. There is no half points. And yeah, C-Dubs is the winner. He is the champion.
I did it.
Of Fuzzy Memories.
I should have worn my world championship sweater.
You got tied for second. Oh,
joint second.
Which brings us
There's
to
a world champion.
Yeah, if you guys want to be world champion, Fuzzy Memory world champions, you can go to FuzzJockShop.com, FuzzTalkShop.com as well, and purchase yourself a FuzzJock Championship hoodie or T-shirt. There's other merchandise that you can buy at that store. That's a great way to support us if you'd like to support us at all, or if you like what you're hearing. At the same time, don't buy anything from us if you don't want to. It's your money. You can do whatever the fuck you want with it. We just appreciate that you're listening to us. If you don't want to listen to us, I don't want you to listen to us. You can just turn us off right now. That's totally cool with me. I want you to be comfortable with the things that you do and the things that you want to do instead of things that I want you to do. So don't do anything on my behalf. And that brings us to the end of the episode. And the end of the season.
Oh.
Yeah. We'll be back. We'll be back. Guys,
Okay.
we'll be back.
I might not be.
You'll be back. We'll have you back. You've been one of our best guests, other than our other guests, because we don't have guests. We have hosts. We have hosts. And you can always be a host anytime you want to be a host. Like, seriously. You just...
Especially when we're not doing the show. You can be the host every day.
Every day. All day.
It's a good time to host. Host yourself.
Just do whatever you want.
Host those around you.
Go host yourself.
Do whatever you want. Do your things. Do the stuff. You know? Do all those things and whatnot.
James almost made me choke. Anyway. Moving on.
So
oh no.
What do we got going on for this month? Is it a month? 2 months? 5 months? We're coming back April 12th.
Yeah. Like a month and a half, maybe, I don't know, something like that.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a birthday in that time.
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
So I'll be older when we come back. Yeah.
Well, we'll all be older.
But I'll definitely be older. I'll have something to prove it or something, right?
Yeah. All the effects.
Effects to prove it.
Splinter, what do you got going on before the end of the break? What do you got going? That did not make sense. What do you got going on? What
Before the end of the break, I am fidgeting, and I might take a drink of water.
Okay. What are you gonna do during the break? What do you got going on? You got
during the break? I expect the snow to melt, and then come back again, and then we'll have mud season, and then we'll have fall spring again.
Mud season.
I don't expect us to be in a real spring by then.
Yeah. No, there is always mud season. There's always mud season. C-dubs?
But we'll have tax refunds. That's one thing that you have to do with your money, people, is pay your taxes. That's what I wanted to say.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
I'm gonna maybe pay my taxes. Now I'm gonna be really dodgy about it.
Kind of mind blowing,
We'll
man.
see.
Yeah.
Let's see if I.
Maybe make them. The government should pay me taxes.
Yeah.
C-dubs?
No. I'm gonna play probably a lot of Fallout and hope that this pandemic comes to an end someday. I'm gonna wear a mask when I go outside. That's what I'm gonna do. So yeah.
Not by April.
We don't know.
Oh, dude.
What?
We'll still like get on chat and hang out, and we don't have to talk about sports. Then we could talk about like video games, dude,
and history.
You want to talk about video games right now?
Nutrition.
You ever talk about video games?
You want to talk about?
Dude, I just
hey,
Noah's really like a lot of people know NBA Jam, right?
Yeah.
NBA Jam, awesome arcade game.
Right.
NFL Blitz was also
a lot of fun.
Awesome arcade game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, same style of extreme sports.
I agree.
And Midway made a few other sports games to console. One of them being Red Card was their soccer game.
Okay.
And this one always gave me a hoot because you know you're doing soccer, but it's got that hardcore hitting, so you can do like dive kicks and headbutts. And then you know you get like cool unlockable characters. One of them being like a team of dolphins.
Whoa.
They're like running on their upright on their flippers. It's awesome.
That's neat.
So like little odd sports video game recommendation. If you get a chance, look up Red Card.
Red Card.
It's gonna be
also. You ever see that Milo Murphy?
On eBay.
Go watch Milo Murphy's Law on Disney Plus.
I need to still watch that.
Yeah, Milo's Murphy's.
I still need to watch that.
Fuzzy?
Yeah? What's up?
What are you going to do during the break?
Oh, me?
Hang out with us?
Me? I don't know if I'll be able to hang out with you guys. Because once we turn this episode off, I go back into the vault, as you guys know, because I do not want to get sick. You guys need to figure out a way to bring the studio into the vault so I can not be by myself.
Okay.
Because it gets boring down there. But during that time, while I'm in there, I will do a bunch of fuzzy stuff and a bunch of fuzzy things, and get ready for season 4, which is coming April 12th, and get a bunch more sound effects than these.
A little bit had to do with these guys kind of feeling their oats.
With the first pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Anthony Edwards, University of Georgia.
Yeah, he wait 45 days in our system. The Twins think it stays in our system. It belongs. The weed comes out. I mean, that doesn't make sense. Comes out because it doesn't belong there. Everybody's trying to get rid of it.
Baseball is fun again in Minnesota.
Well, that was some weird shit.